thank you all for coming. This is wonderful to have you here, and I am so incredibly passionate in speaking to you about this very topic of getting our voices out into the world. So we all, tell me, how many of you have heard this quote that was, I guess it was about a year ago, the Dalai Lama said, "The world will be saved by the Western woman." Have you guys heard this? I want to add something to that statement. I believe that the world will be saved by the Western woman who speaks up. Yeah. And the amazing thing about the times that we're in, and we know, I mean, these are really fascinating times that we're in terms of a lot of the major concerns that are going on in terms of the environment, in terms of our health, in terms of war. I mean, there's just so much stuff that's going on, and there's this sense of urgency that I think a lot of people feel and tap into. And the amazing thing is that we are at this moment in time where we have the ability, because of the internet, to put our voices out there and our message and our work as much as we desire. It is completely in our power and our capability to do that. And so I think that because of so much of where technology is at, the world is in our favor for the work that we are here to bring. And it absolutely takes us owning the incredible value and the importance of our voices and our message and our work in the world, and learning what to do with the intensity of, I guess I would say, as most people share it with me, of the fear or the nervousness or the resistance that can come up in having us feel like held back in doing that. Does anybody here, I mean, raise your hand if you feel some sense of fear or resistance in getting your voice, your work, your message out in the world in some way. Really stuck. Yeah. This is a common experience. I mean, the statistic out there that more people fear public speaking than they do dying. Yeah, like what is that? What is that? But it's something to look at, and that's what I want us to talk about tonight. Okay? Now there's a lot of different techniques and things that you can do to be a powerful public speaker, and there's a lot of different trainings and things out there, but what I'm interested in supporting you all in is this evening leaving with a revolutionized experience of your relationship to this thing that you may call fear or resistance, in getting out there and sharing your voice and your message with the world. And that perhaps the fear or the resistance or the intensity of that feeling in your body is actually the very thing that is going to make you profoundly charismatic, filled with incredible presence, and is the very thing that is going to assist the power of your voice. Okay? So let's get to the heart of what is this thing, this fear of whether it's public speaking or getting in front of a video camera or doing a sales presentation, putting out a blog post. I mean, like sometimes, I mean, I've been there. I've been like afraid to write a Facebook post sometimes, you know? It's like, is that the right thing? What are people gonna say? I've like written them and I've deleted them right away, you know? Has anybody else done that? Okay, good. I'm not the only psycho.
Oh, you're in good company.
But there is an experience in our body in that moment, right? Of before we go on stage or do these things where we're putting our voice out there, our body out there, we're about to say something that is really palpable. And I hear a lot of people describe it as fear, incredible nervousness, a sense of shame. Does anybody experience this? Do you know what I'm talking about? This feeling in your body? Okay, you know that, I'm going to totally misquote it. There's a quote by Marianne Williamson. And if someone here absolutely knows it by their heart, I would love to have you say it because I'm going to accidentally chop it up. It's something to the extent of, it's not our fear of being rejected, but it's our very light that we fear the most, yeah? It's this fear of being seen that is so intense for us. And so underneath some of the fears, the thoughts that may come up in the moment that may feel like those are the things that are holding us back. For instance, and a lot of women that I work with, they come to me with thoughts like, I want to get in front of the video camera, but I'm afraid that I'm going to look fat. And it's so intense, that fear of looking fat or looking ugly, that they don't do it. Or I want to get up on stage and public speak, but the intensity of the fear of being rejected, of saying something stupid, or forgetting what they say, or looking bad is so intense that they don't do it. And so there is a whole world of brilliance inside that gets completely lost. It is this whole gift that gets completely forgotten. It may not have a moment to have its light, because there is this world of self-doubt and criticism and fear of being rejected that comes up. Now, this is the thing that I want to present as the possibility. Perhaps the fears that come up of being rejected, or the deep self-conscious worries and shame that comes up, maybe that is not the biggest thing to work on to free us up to share our voices. I sometimes think that there's value in working on some of those things. Fear of rejection, fear of looking bad, our fears about our body, all that kind of stuff. But sometimes I think you can get into process paralysis. And I think that there is a possibility there's something more core and deeper to look at as the thing that would actually have your mind go into that space. That would have the mind sort of flip out on itself, right? And have you turn on yourself in some way to hold you back. And what it is I believe, this has been my experience, that there is a fundamental fear of being seen that has everything to do with not knowing what to do with the intensity of the energy that's coming at you when you get on stage. Not knowing what to do with the intensity of energy that's coming at you when you get in front of a video camera. It's so not, it's like so subconscious. It's happening in a realm of existence that we don't normally think about. And so our body mind gets into a way of, oh my gosh, there's all this energy coming at me, but you're not thinking that. But what's actually going on is like, okay, I've got to deal with this intensity of energy coming at me, and it turns on itself to try to protect you in some way. Okay? Because it has all of this energy it doesn't know how to relate with. And what I mean when I say that is that, for instance, when I come up on this stage and I'm standing here, I don't know how many of you are, but all of your eyes are on me right now. There's so much energy coming at me right now, all just right here. And it's intense. It's really intense. It's a palpable thing. There's just so much energy coming at us right here. And I think that what happens is this fear of being seen is actually stemming from our not necessarily knowing what to do energetically with a lot of energy coming at us when we get on stage or in front of a video camera, or when people might read our stuff, or when we stand up to give a toast or something like that. But if we can become masterful at relating with the experience of being seen and deal with the energy of that and learn to know what to do with the intensity of that energy coming at us energetically, all of a sudden the mind relaxes. There's space. There's no worry about saying the wrong thing. There is no worry about looking bad. There's no worry about being rejected. There's just space. There is just total receiving of all of this energy coming at us. And this is, I think, at the very core of when we talk about like this feminine, our feminine essence, and our ability, like our part of our power in that is the ability to really receive, yes? And to be able to take it in and to know what to do with it and then how to give it back with grace energetically. My experience is that, and I'm going to work on this with a few women tonight, there are some very simple things that you can do with your attention and your awareness that allow you to be in front of people or in front of a video camera and be masterful with this experience of just taking it all in and then giving it right back out. And what you have is pure presence and a relaxing in your mind and a relaxing in your body. And that is the environment in which the authentic nature of your voice can come out fully.
Ooh.